Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, evening for me. It is midnight on a Friday. And welcome back to Skyrim No Fast Travel Challenge. I'm actually kind of excited for this because it is quiet outside. It is dark. It is calm. And it is nice and cool, actually. The temperature has dropped. It got up to close to 80 today, which is very uncommon for October, but it is what it is. I do have the window open, so please excuse any potential cars or trains that might come by. I am sorry for those. I will try my best to cut those out. Lydia? Not now, sweetheart. Anyway. So, yes, I'm actually kind of looking forward to this because it's been a while since I've really gotten a chance to just record in the silence. You know what I mean? We used to do this all the time. But anyway, welcome back to No Fast Travel Challenge. Last time, we were in the process of actually setting up, or not setting up, but bringing stuff to my new home. And as of right now, we're pretty light. I'm guessing, we got the Mace of Moloch Ball, and we're taking these weapons to be displayed in our new home. We've got these items here. The Shield of Ysgramor is going to be displayed as well. I can't remember if there was something else I wanted to grab from here. There's plenty that I need to grab from here. I think, I remember we put all the herbs.
What do you need, my thing?
Yeah, all the herbs, and I believe our potions in here as well, yes. Now, as of right now, we have no potions, so we're going to take out, and I do remember this was going to be something that we were going to do, take out enough of what we need. So we've got filter of regeneration. We've got health potions of plentiful healing. Regenerate health. Potion of regeneration. So we're going to have to try and figure out... Resist magic, I guess, would be okay to take. So I'm going to take these. Probably going to take only like 10 of those. Okay. And then restore health. Well, we're going to have to take quite a bit of these, actually. What about 50? That gives us 25 pounds on that. Magicka, do I need that? I do need that. I mean, I want to make sure that I use... We'll do 10 of these as well. I'm sure we'll grab more as we venture on. And we're going to take 10 of these. So, for our adventures, we've got resist magic, which of course will take care of all magic. We've got our potions of health, magicka, and stamina. Health, of course, we need the most of. But I do intend to take this armor that's in my storage to my new home to be displayed. The Blades armor, which is not light. I might be able to take all these. Good. We're at 322 out of 365. That's fine. I'm good with that. I got myself a drink of water. Hopefully you've grabbed yourself a drink already. You sit back, relax, and enjoy. Oh, yes. Yes, this is the tree. Because, I don't know if we destroyed it or in our raid of Whiterun, or if it was always destroyed, but we don't have to go very far. We've already been to Orphan Rock, apparently. That's okay, though. Let's do it. We're, of course, going to be quite careful when it comes to what we pick up. All right, Frost. We got another adventure buddy. I'm always debating on whether or not I should actually bring this guy out because, you know, he likes to fight. And I can't afford to lose him. If they made it so that the horses ran away, that would be better. But he doesn't run away. And that presents an issue. Wait a second. Hold on. I'm going to check that. Is that horse there, like, is that like my horse or? Can't be, right? No, it's steel horse. You know what? Since it's over there, I'm just gonna leave him here. Forget it. Oh wait, you know what I'll do? Actually, we'll ride him to Riverwood, right? Riverwood. Yes, we'll ride him to Riverwood, and then we'll leave him there. So that way we can make our way into the mountains. I guess technically, since it's past midnight, it's Saturday now, but you get my meaning. It's nighttime. So, to me, it's still Friday. Had a good night of bowling. Did really well first game. Second game kind of fell off. Third game, got right back in it. I think it was like, first game was 197. Second game was like 158? I don't remember. It's like in the 150s. And then last game was like 166. So, first game was really good. Second game fell off pretty hard. Third game came back a little bit. I just need to be consistent across all games. But last Saturday's practice session certainly helped. Spent 2 hours running through 8 games, which is a bit over practice. I was sweating my ass off. I was sweating profusely, and it was not helping. So I definitely over practiced. But I was able to get my approach, get my release down. Yeah, that was easy. Get my approach down, get my release down. Tonight, I started off really well, and then I started to fall apart because of my left knee. My left knee's always an issue. So I let it get to me, and sometimes I would ignore it, sometimes I wouldn't. It's very unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Pain is pain, and you have to either get through it or deal with it in a different way. Definitely don't think I need a knee brace, but who knows? I'm first going to make sure that I get a real chiropractic adjustment. Because the last chiropractor I went to, nice guy and everything, but all he did was fix my back. And yes, at the time, my back was a problem. It was always a lower back thing. And it was fine that he focused on that because that was the point of me being there. But I also told him about my ankle on my right. I don't believe I told him about my pain in my knee on the left, but he didn't do anything about my ankle. Took me going to a sports physician to find out that it needed the tendon was one of the tendons was stretched beyond its means because he figured out right away, and this is absolutely true, that I used to roll my ankle. And I'm like, that I didn't even tell him that. He was just like, yeah, this actually indicates to me that you might have rolled your ankle far too much in the past. And I was like, yep, I actually did. It would just be a freak thing. Oh. Well, I thought you guys were going to talk to me first. Never mind. I don't think I'm nothing. You need to watch your words, man. Now tell me how to get to where I need to go. Okay, I'll find it myself. Yeah, we weren't supposed to come up here. I'll take your stuff. Your gold mostly, and your jewels, and your lockpicks. Thank you. Oh wait, was that more? It is. Nice. Ooh. Oh. I already read it. More gold. I can't believe I almost left without looking. No, we were supposed to go this way. So anyway, and then I recently found, I don't know if it was a chiropractor. Sorry if you heard that. I'm moving the microphone. I'm sitting up. All right, there we go. Just want to adjust myself real quick there. I don't know if it was a chiropractor video or whatever, but it was definitely a doctor of some sort who had said that a chiropractor who only adjusts... Oh yeah, it was a video. It was like a short. And he said a chiropractor who only adjusts your back is not a good chiropractor. And I'd like to think the one I went to was a good one. You know, he was well seasoned. He was very good at what he did. But him focusing on my back, just my back, was not ideal. And yes, I am kind of looking for that, what was it, YouTuber or YouTube chiropractic adjustment, as we've seen. You know, with the neck adjustment, the ankle adjustment, the fingers getting popped, all that stuff. What? Oh, he's trying to shoot the rabbit. It's a hunter. Yeah, so that is actually what I'm looking for, just because of the fact that, like, yeah, like everything needs an adjustment. And it'd be nice if they actually, I don't know, maybe they could pop my ankle. Maybe it's not just the tendon, but it may also be that the joint needs to be set back or something, you know? And they just refuse to, or he just refused to even look at that. So, I mean, I brought forth the question of, well, okay, would my ankle pain be tied to my back? And he gave a very, I don't want to say nonchalant answer, more or less just like a non-answer of like, it wasn't a non-answer. He's like, sometimes, possibly. I guess you could say it's a non-answer. It's basically, he's just said possibly, but we'll have to adjust your back just to find out. And I'm just like, okay, well, that to me sounds like he's not going to adjust my ankle either. But, you know, ow. It's okay. I'll just find another chiropractor to go to. But the sports physician actually figured out an issue, and it's, you know, he gave me exercises to do to fix it. This was a long time ago, so I'm still doing those exercises. And it's pretty much like improved it. I'm not going to say fixed it for sure, but definitely improved it. It only starts to come back when I'm actually like tired, or at least when my body is tired. The benefits of being in your 30s. But I'm still working out, which I'm glad I am. I'm glad I actually locked into that, because I've never felt better. I started to do a no complex carb sort of diet. I don't want to call it a diet because I'm only cutting out breads, pastas, and fried food and stuff. But what's happening? What are you doing? Hag. What's a hag? Am I? Because you're the one who got knocked over. So I've done it for 5 days so far, and it was poor timing on my part, to be honest, because I still have some beer left over from last weekend, and I've got some Chinese food from last weekend as well that I need to finish. I put it in the freezer, but I'm like, I don't want this food to go bad. And it's funny because it didn't come to being anything to do with me missing eating fried food or anything. I actually enjoyed not, because, you know, it makes you feel kind of like crap after you eat it. So I did not miss that. But it did come from a place of like, I don't want this food to go bad. And so, you know, for the last 5 days, I've been actually pretty good about not eating bad carbs. You know, we're talking, like I said, breads, pastas, fried food, that sort of thing. I've been very good about it. So I know I can do it, which is good. That's all I need to know. I need to know I can do it. So now it's a matter of picking the right time to start a real full-on, you know, setup. Because I wanted to do it for 2 weeks, and then I was like, crap. I literally, like, have all this food in the house. It's not a lot, but, like, I have some food in the house that I don't want to go bad or anything, because I don't like wasting food. Especially if I spend money on it. So, needless to say, I broke my quote-unquote diet. It's more like a, I don't know, I guess that's all you can use is the word diet for this. But it's more of like a food adjustment or a nutrition adjustment. Yeah, that's actually, yeah, we'll call it that. If you ever find yourself changing... Oh, okay. If you ever find yourself changing what you eat in order to lose weight or whatever you got to do, call it a food adjustment or a nutrition adjustment. Don't call it a diet. Diet is like assuming that I'm just not eating, and that's just not true. One thing I'm a little bit disappointed by is the fact that there's a bear trap. Is the fact that rice is technically considered, like, white rice is probably worse than whole grain, or maybe vice versa, because whole grain is whole grain. But rice is considered not ideal for, you know, losing carbs or reducing carbs. But it doesn't make sense to me because rice is supposed to be good for you. And that's why this whole thing of, like, what do you do to lose weight? How do you learn to keep it off? All this other crap. It's so annoying. It is beyond annoying to try and figure out all these little different things that you can do, or that you should do, or that you might want to do. I've had it, basically. I said, you know what? I'm going to take a little bit from this. I'm going to take a little bit from this, and then we'll see what works. That's it. That's all it is. So I took the no added sugar from keto. Okay. I cut that out in February. I lost 10 pounds. So, you know, if you want a quick tip, cut out added sugar. Added. Okay. You look at a package of the nutrition facts, and if it says 0 grams added sugar, you're good. Even if it says sugar, that's usually good sugar. Added sugar is what you're trying to cut out. You cut that out, you'll lose weight guaranteed in a month. Now, your shape may or may not change depending on how you look. I've got most of my fat in my stomach, so that's what I'm trying to lose with the carbs. Because I learned that, you know, complex carbs, which exist, if I'm getting this correct, and if I'm not, correct me in the comments, But complex carbs are what exist in pastas, breads, fried foods, especially fried foods. All the oils and stuff like that, and the batters. That's where the complex carbs exist, and those are what actually give you the fat stomach. And then you've got fat around your organs, which, the complex carbs will also kind of gather. The good carbs are in vegetables, and I want to say fruits, but even some fruits can have too many of the not good carbs. But it's like, you know what? I don't care. Fruit's fruit. Fruit is good for you, no matter what they say. So eat your fruit. Eat your vegetables. Fish. Love salmon. Love tuna. Cod is one of my favorite fishes. So, eat your fish, vegetables, fruit. If you want to kind of bang out rice and fish together, eat sushi. Sushi's really good, especially if it's fresh. And I mean fresh. Like, you go to a sushi restaurant. I go there every once in a while and get some freshly made sushi. It is fantastic. So, it's kind of one thing they say that's, and one last thing is with the carbs, apparently you want, in order to figure out whether they're good carbs or bad carbs, you should see a 5-to-1 ratio, I suppose, is what I heard. So every 5 grams of carbs, you should have 1 gram of dietary fiber. And that's fine. I mean, you want fiber in your diet, but at the same time, it's like carbs are in everything. Meats, veggies, grains, all that stuff. It's just the type of carbs that you should or should not eat. Today, I went to the store. I got myself 2 bags. One was frozen rice, white rice. I wanted the whole grain, but I was like, I'll go with white because it's less carbs at the moment. It was like 52 grams of carbs, which is nuts. Mixed with carrots, peas, and corn. And it's all from Bird's Eye. Not sponsored. Obviously. Bird's Eye rice mixed with veggies. And then their cheesy broccoli, which was amazing. I love that stuff. And then topped it off with some Perdue pre-cooked, pre-cut chicken. Not from a can, it was from a bag. And before you knock it, it was fantastic. Because it was juicy. It was cold, but you could heat it up if you wanted to. But it was honey roasted chicken, and it was so good. And then I sprinkled some bacon bits over the top of it. If that doesn't sound good to you, dude, you got a problem. Because it was phenomenal. And it was a big bowl, too. And I ate it. I didn't feel full. I felt happy. I felt content. So that was good. That's where I want to be. If I'm full from the good food, that's fine. And then I had a fruit bowl that I made because they stopped making my fruit salad at the store, which was really pissed me off. They used to put a little clam shell, what they call a clam shell container full of pineapple, strawberries, blueberries, and grapes. And I used to buy that. They stopped making it. I'm like, what the hell? So I've decided to grab a small cup of pineapple chunks and a small cup of blueberries and strawberries put together, and I just dump it in a bowl. Same size bowl as the meal. So it's a pretty big bowl. I use it for my salads. And I ate all that. And by the time I got home, I was hungry again. So that right there to me tells me that the food I ate was being utilized properly by my body, which is great. So I love that feeling of like, I'm not overly full. I'm content. And then when I finally get home, I'm hungry enough to at least have my yogurt and orange juice. Now, yesterday I had... Sorry, I had to get this. Yesterday I had just a salad, but it was like layered with a bunch of shit. And it Oops, sorry, I don't mean to swear, actually. I tend not to just swear in these playthroughs, but let that one slip. And it was topped with a bunch of stuff. You know, chicken, shredded cheese, bacon bits, olives, black olives, sliced black olives, which I love. And then Thousand Island dressing. And that was all I had. By the time I got home, I was starving. So I had like a bowl of shredded wheat with my yogurt and orange juice and a banana. And I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you right now, it honestly is the way to eat. It really is. Like, I've got a newfound love for good food, wholesome food. I'm not saying go vegan. By all means, please don't. What I'm saying is that this idea that we've clearly gotten away from of having a healthy relationship with food is something that we all should probably look into.
What is it? What has happened to the Gilder Green? I have traveled long here to worship beneath its branches.
It was taken by a lightning strike.
Oh, never mind. We didn't break it.
It's hard enough with all these wounded from the war.
Body burns.
Please, don't just let it stay like this. It's disgraceful.
I really don't have time to deal with
Dude,
it.
who are you to talk to her like that?
Back to my work.
But this is supposed to be your work.
Get out of here, Maurice. You got a stupid name, by the way. Leave her alone.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag ravens yet?
I found Nettlebane for you.
Oh, well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back.
Gee,
Of
thanks.
course, I'm glad you did. Now, I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next steps?
Easy. What needs to be done?
Elder Gleam Sanctuary Grove is to the east of here. You can use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
Was
Okay.
I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the Grove of the Elder Gleam?
Oh my god, this is the guy who actually, like, voices, what's his face from the Cloud District. Can I help you?
I am a traveler, a pilgrim.
You're an idiot.
I follow the voice of Kinnereth wherever it can be heard.
Okay.
I've dreamed of seeing
You're a
Elder
crazy
Gleam for
idiot.
years. Might I travel alongside you? I promise not to get in the way.
I'd rather not have company right now.
I understand. Some journeys must be taken alone. I'll be here if you change your mind.
Oh, I won't change my mind. The way you spoke to Danica, you can eat my butthole. I don't need a wannabe believer to follow me anywhere. So anyway, as I was saying, the relationship that we have with food is something that we need to be very aware of. You know, you can have your burgers, your fries, your fried food if you'd like. Just don't have it all the time. One, because it's stupidly expensive. Okay. It's really expensive. And two, obviously, the buildup of cholesterol and calories and, you know, carbohydrates, all of it. It does eventually catch up to you. And I'm hoping that when I do start a full-on, once I'm done with this food that I have in the house, which is not much, it's just the Chinese food that I would like to get rid of by not throwing out, just so we're clear. And the beer, I only have like 4 bottles left. I would like to get rid of it. That way I can start. And hell of a time to try and start because Thanksgiving is around the corner and we all know how that goes. And then we have Christmas not too long after. But if those are the only 2 days that I really kind of just pig out, even though that stuff is also good food, you know, you got turkey, you got tons of different vegetables usually. The only stuff that might not be good for you is the stuffing and, of course, the pie. But, you know, again, why don't make yourself suffer through life here. We're here to enjoy our life as best as we can. And if that means having a sweet or a fried food or a barbecue every once in a while, then do it. Don't deny yourself the joys of life. Like, what are we here for then? Spend it with your family, your friends, but enjoy life the best you know how. Period. But what I mean by me having a renewed sense of healthy relationship with food is that I do, barring tonight, of course. When I got home, I knew I was going to stay up and record this, so I was like, I'm kind of hungry, actually. I need to eat something, so I'm going to be up for the next few hours. That was 3 hours ago. At 9 o'clock, I came home, and I was like, I'm going to record now. And then I got stuck on a YouTube hole, and here we are. But what I mean is that normally my cutoff time for eating is 8 o'clock, okay? I'll be up till maybe 10, 11. I'll zonk out. I'll get to work. And I won't eat anything until like 10. I'll have my cup of coffee, which is good. If you cut out, don't put anything in the coffee except for maybe honey. If you want the coffee to be semi-sweet, just put honey in it. That's all you need to do. And trust me, it changes the coffee quite a bit. Like, it's a different taste compared to sugar. It was like pretty recently, because I ran out of honey. I was like, how do I... I ran out of honey. I'm like, all right, I'm going to put like some half and half and some sugar in this. It had to have been one of the worst tastes I've ever had, which is weird to say because I used to have it all the time. But once I stopped using granulated sugar for just about anything, I kind of developed not a good taste for it. Like, it's pretty bad, actually. And I'm not really happy about that. I mean, I am happy about that. I'm just like, I can't stand granulated sugar in my coffee. And I'm not doing one of those sweeteners, okay? Those are worse for you if you ask me. But if you go black coffee with some honey in it to sweeten it up a little bit, dude, you got the coffee will act as a hunger suppressant, and it'll kind of tide you over. You know, if you can make it to about lunchtime, whenever that might be for you and your job, then do that. Because now at this point you're not eating from 8 p.m. the night before till about 12 p.m. the next day. Okay? That's 16 hours of fasting. And for most of it you were sleeping. So people think that intermittent fasting is hard. It's not hard. You just do it while you're sleeping. Oh. Is this like a vampire or something? Like, what are we doing here? Yeah, it's a vampire, ancient vampire, and she's running away. Bosmer. Don't I have these, or do I not? I might take these, to be honest. They're pretty light, so I can definitely carry them. Can put those on display as well. All right. Awesome. These two did something where she just was afraid for some reason.
On behalf of the vigil, you have my thanks. The mercy of Stendar does not extend to Daedra worshippers.
So, if you want free nutritional advice, I am not a nutritionist. Let's put that out there right now. I am not a nutritionist. Okay? Okay. Now that that's out there, all I'm saying is rediscover actual food. You know, not this pre-prepared, pre-packed garbage. Frozen foods are not good. Even though I've recently had a hankering for Hot Pockets. All right, let's not kid ourselves. There are some foods out there that are awesome. But then I thought I could make my own Hot Pockets because Pillsbury dough exists. Or you can make your own dough. Doesn't matter. But, you know, if I want a Hot Pocket, I'll just make it myself, I guess. I don't want to go here. What am I doing? I don't know where I'm going. I know where I'm going, but it's like I have to go around here, it looks like. I mean, I don't have to, I guess. I'd have to go across the water. That's basically it. Because there's no direct path to this place, so I guess we'll just do that. I just would suggest to you guys to rediscover your love of fruits, vegetables, and good proteins like eggs, chicken, meats, red meat especially. Don't cut out red meat, for God's sake. We're carnivores / omnivores. I know that doesn't make sense. We're omnivores, okay? Let's not deny ourselves our natural right to meat and vegetables. We should be consuming both. Don't be one of those weirdos, all right? Promise me. I don't know how I'm not discovering this camp. I'm literally in it. For God's sake, man. But if you are like me and you're like, I need to lose weight, I need to be healthier, especially in my 30s, you know. One, I'd like to be attractive to the opposite sex, but also I would like to not feel like crap all the time. You can feel like crap a few days a year. And that would be the holidays. Or special parties, weddings, you know. Allow yourself to live for once. But don't overdo it. Don't do it all the time. It's not good for you. Understand your limitations and become a healthier eater and person by understanding what you're consuming, how much of it, and regulating it as such. Because I'm telling you right now, I mean, and I work out 4 days out of the week. Because Fridays I have bowling league. And then Saturday and Sundays are my rest days. Okay? And it's all basic stuff. It's all calisthenics for the most part. I do have two 15-pound dumbbells that I use. Okay? I got two 15-pound dumbbells. I do a couple things. Curls, military presses, hammer curls. And then I do some tricep workouts. Push-ups, crunches if you want to. Definitely strengthen your core if you need to.
Hello there, friend. Come to enjoy the sights and sounds of this beautiful sanctuary.
And definitely the push-ups, though. You know, the push-ups definitely help with your shoulder muscles, pectoral muscles. If you're a guy, if you're a girl, I don't know if you should have pectoral muscles, but you probably do. I think everybody does. And then on the off day, so like say you do that on Monday, on Tuesday do cardio. Cardio is not it helps, I guess, in the process of losing weight. It can help burn calories, at least. This is something else I recently learned, is it helps burn calories, which, yes, sort of in turn also burns some carbohydrates, but how am I supposed to get around this? But you're just going to be eating more food, which then will add on the carbohydrates. And depending on what you eat, well, it could be good or it could be bad. I can't get around this. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. I guess maybe talk to one of these guys? So, while cardio will burn calories, it won't necessarily burn carbohydrates. Because carbohydrates are the energy that we need to do things, everything.
Amazing that such beauty could exist in a place as desolate as the volcanic tundra.
What is this place?
You are in Eldergleam Sanctuary. Just a small glimpse of what beauty Kinneret has to offer. Wonderful place, isn't it?
And that tree, is that Eldergleam?
Yes, my friend. Though no one has been able to get close to her for as long as I can remember.
That's why. Why not?
As you can see, Eldergleam's roots are large and stretch far, blocking any path to her trunk. Though,
I mean, if this wasn't a game, you could literally just walk through them.
Of a weapon that even Eldergleam herself would lift her roots for.
Oh. Okay, so I have to actually... You mean this weapon? Show Nettlebane.
The rumors are true. I beg of you, don't harm the tree. Nothing good can come of it.
I mean... You don't know that. But yeah, sorry to get all preachy on you guys. I think that it's scummy for what a lot of these guys, these so-called fitness gurus, are doing these days, where they're making you pay for information that should be free. So, oh, ow. All right, hold on. I don't have my weapon yet. I guess I didn't need to do anything. All right. But I don't appreciate people putting information out there that should be free to other people. And that includes financial information, you know, nutritional information. That's why I can respect guys like Dr. Mike, Dr. Eric Berg. You know, they put out information that we should know. By right, we should know. And I think what better than to also, you know, provide to you guys, if you care, what I've learned. And maybe that'll help you guys make decisions for yourselves. I mean, I told you guys, this whole series... Oh, crap. This whole series is not just for me to play a game in a way that most people don't play it, but it's also for me to use it as like a video journal, if you will. Let you guys know what's going on in my life. Give you updates. So that so that you know what's up, and also that I have something to talk about in the middle here of these long travel times. But I strongly disagree with people profiting off of information that should be free to the public so that we can all be healthier. It's wrong to charge people for that. And all these guys are scam artists. That's all they are. They're all scam artists, and I aim to not be one. So, there you go. There's my thoughts on, and my suggestions. If you are looking to feel better, do better for your life in terms of your nutrition, there you go. There's my thoughts. If you don't drink coffee, drink tea. If you like tea. If you don't like either, don't worry. Drink water. Get away from soda. I got away from soda years ago, and I never looked back. Now, alcohol did not fill that void. I just like beer. I can enjoy it. I like whiskey. Whiskey's really good, but I don't drink the whiskey a lot. That's actually like kind of a feeling sort of drink, you know, because it's strong sometimes. So depending on which type of whiskey you get, it can be very strong. So I try to, I don't drink it that often. Liquor is not something that, well, it's not something that I personally can see myself just drinking a lot of. Did we? Uh-oh. I forgot where I left my horse. Who cares? Never mind. It wasn't even my horse to begin with. I stole it. So I hope you guys found that information useful. Oh, and by the way, don't shy away from canned goods, okay? It's just a different way to deliver a product. All right? I'm so sick. Oh, wait. Going the wrong way. I'm so sick of people looking down on canned goods. I'm talking like canned tuna, canned chicken. Though canned chicken is actually better than canned tuna, in my opinion. I even tried canned ham the other day. If you've ever had Spam, which I have not, it's probably close to that, except this ham can be shredded. I mean, you can just like put a fork into it and it comes apart pretty easily. It was not bad, but I wouldn't replace chicken with it. I would rather have real ham. Not that it isn't real, because it is. But I mean, like, I would rather have off-the-bone ham, like slices of ham, rather than it mashed up into a can. But, you know, canned chicken, canned vegetables, those things will last multiple years. It's just like freezing stuff. Though freezing stuff actually would waste quicker, technically. You would get freezer burn. Canned stuff doesn't have to worry about that. It's vacuum sealed. I would assume it's vacuum sealed. It's preserved. It's, you know, in a can. So it'll last you a good while. That's why you see these nut jobs who are like end of the world preppers, who seem to think the end of the world is coming pretty soon, which is not true. Unless, of course, the governments have their way. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. Don't shy away from it. Canned foods are there as a means to have proper nutritious things in your life. Vegetables, meats, fruits, all of it is canned. Hell, I think they even... No, well, maybe not. I was going to say they even can bread, but I don't think so. Bread, though, I would highly recommend. I'm going to try this myself. I haven't tried it yet. But the traditional way to make bread is flour, water, and salt. That's it. That's all it takes. I think you could throw an egg in there. You know, maybe some butter if you want it to be buttery bread. But that's all it takes is flour, water, salt. That's it. Now, the right ratios are what you need. Oh, and some sugar, you know. But you can legitimately make bread like by yourself. And it turns out to be far more nutritious for you because there aren't all those preservatives in them. You know, you go to the store, you buy a regular loaf of bread from like Wonder Bread or I don't know, Freihofer's or something like that. You take a look at the nutritional facts. Try to pronounce most of them. Most of the ingredients. There's so many ingredients in just bread. And we just thoughtlessly consume it. For what? For what? It's awful for you. if you're going to buy bread, buy the bread from the bakery. While it may not be fresh, like they don't make the dough, they clearly buy it pre-made. It's like frozen or something like that. But I guarantee you it doesn't have as many ingredients or preservatives in it as the bagged bread does. Buy one of those. I mean, generally you can tell which breads are actually real bread and then which ones are fake or, processed, super processed, by how many ingredients are in it, and two, how quickly it spoils. Because real bread you can only have a couple days before it goes stale. Whereas the fake bread, as I like to call it, I mean, that stuff lasts you months if you store it properly. So there's something to be said about that. If you can store bread for months instead of just days. But that also, urges you to consume it because it's like, oh, this is good bread. I love a good baguette. A good Italian loaf. Whoa. Give me some of that. That's good bread. The Italians and French, they know what they're doing. All right, this guy was a bandit, and he has a horse, so I'm taking it. Hey-oh, look at that. I have a horse again. Every time I come by here, there's a new dead body just piling up on the road. Anyway. I hate to ramble about this, but I genuinely believe that if I can share the knowledge that I have on anything, really, it doesn't matter what it is. If I could share the knowledge that I have, I will. Because for free. I'm not going to charge you guys for any of this because I think it's wrong. I think you should know what I know so that we can all be better for ourselves. Whether that comes to exercise or nutrition. We should all do better for ourselves. Not just as a society, but individually. Because we're killing ourselves from the inside. I know, I don't want this to be a downer. I apologize. I don't want it to be a downer video or anything like that. I just want you guys to understand that this series is really just for me to ramble on about certain things that I'm interested in and that I hope that you guys will become interested in once I am done rambling. But as you can probably hear, my throat is dry, even if I have water here. So that's I'm not really tired, which is weird for me. I'm not really that tired, but my body is probably fatigued a little bit from the full day of, I guess it's not going to stay with me. All right. From the full day of, talking with my coworkers and, talking at the bowling alley, and I'm sure my voice has pretty much had it. But hey, that probably means you guys get a nice little soothing voice. I've been told I have a calming voice, but I'm not sure. I'm just speaking. Some of you who have been... Those of you who have been in my streams, I can get quite rowdy.
You have the Elder Gleam sap.
Yes, I do, and it pains me to tell you I killed a bunch of... I'm blanking on their names. The tree entities.
Wonderful.
Spriggans, there you go.
To repair the tree. Thank you so much for all your help.
Ooh, she does restoration magic. Yes.
I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Good. Just like I shared my knowledge. Hey-oh. No, I already did her. Oh, jeez. Never mind. All right, you're useless now.
Grace of Kinnereth be with you.
Well, that was a nice little jaunt. Nice little easy quest line. Next one, please. Discover the location of the Conjurer's lair. Can I actually do that on the map? Or is this just something I have to actually find? I don't see it on the map. Nope. That is something I have to discover. Did I not do this? That is also not on the map. Oh, that's part of this. All right, well. That's back in the college. Shalador's writings. All the way over here. Not a problem. We just have to go down to Rorikstead. I'm good with that. It's right down the road. It's fine. Quick save.
Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
This might be where I could use my horse. So anyway, I hope you found that information insightful, useful, helpful, maybe. I truly do, because I really hope that you guys take some of it to heart. And if you've been looking to improve your health recently, then it really is simple. It genuinely is simple. Just stop eating the processed foods, essentially. Pick up an apple. Pick up a head of broccoli. By the way, some of my favorite, I don't know if you guys got favorite apples. Some of my favorite apples, Honeycrisp. First one actually is Pink Lady. Pink Ladies are fantastic apples. But Honeycrisp is a very close second. Granny Smith apples are really good. And then Red Delicious are also top tier. So if you're looking for, some pretty good fruits, you got your bananas, you got those different types of apples. Oranges are really good. I personally just like orange juice. Because eating an orange can be kind of messy. But yeah, just get in the habit of eating the right, like the foods that we're supposed to be eating. None of the enough with the pastries, unless of course you make it yourself. Then maybe kind of go do whatever you want with that, as long as you make it yourself. If you don't know how to bake, YouTube exists. If you don't know how to cook, YouTube exists. Baking, while intimidating, all you gotta do is follow the instructions. That's it. You got a recipe, maybe a family recipe, maybe you've got a cookbook like I do. Maybe you've got a favorite YouTuber, not myself. I'm talking like Joshua Weissman, maybe. Buy his cookbook. Free advertisement for Joshua there. Do yourself a favor, get a cookbook, because it legitimately is just reading the instructions. That's it. And bake your own baked goods, because then you know how much of something that's in it. You know all the ingredients that are in it. And you know that while it's may not be healthy, like super healthy, it's healthier than anything you can buy in the store, because you know everything that's in it. There's no preservatives. And I know it's tempting because it's easy to just go to the store and spend money on something that's pre-made already. But it honestly takes discipline and character to actually just say, no, I'm going to make it myself. And I think that's what we've lost along the way as a society, and we can look back on it as early as the 1900s, where people still own their own farms, their own livestock, their own gardens. They did everything themselves because that's what they had, until the advent of the general store. And then people could go and buy things. What? Oh. Hello. I didn't see you there. I'm just getting my blocking increased there. Almost to level 40. Arnea, please. Can you please just kill her? For God's sake, woman, you took too long. I wonder how much healing it's going to take to level up there. Yeah, it's like as early as the 1900s, people still had their own farms, their own livestock, and they knew how to hunt and clean. And as you know, that's something I personally, I don't know if I could do, to be honest, is hunt. Because I wouldn't know what to do. First and foremost, I don't know if I could bring myself to kill an animal unless I had to. To do it for not even the sport of it, but like, you know, because like my buddy Dimitri, he hunts, but he actually consumes the animal. Which I appreciate. You know, he doesn't just go out and kill for the sport of it. You know, he's actually doing it, one, for population control, and two, for food. He apparently makes some really great deer jerky, but I have not had the opportunity to sample it because he always ends up finishing it before he brings any in. So there's that. I never get a chance. But I've asked him to take me on a hunt with him, and unfortunately his response was that I just kind of go by myself to experience it. And I'm like, but I don't know what to do. One, I don't have a gun. Okay, I don't own a gun. I wish I did, but I don't. I have a bow. I have to reset the sight, but I have one. So I could go bow hunting, I suppose. But I wouldn't, even if I did, I wouldn't know what to do. Because I'm not familiar with gutting an animal, skinning it if I need to, which you would need to. But like, I do know one thing is that when you do shoot an animal, it's a lot easier to gut it in the field and then drag its carcass back to your truck or whatever. And I don't own a truck, so there's that too. Imagine trying to put a deer in my Volvo, in my tiny C30. I mean, that car has surprised me with what's been able to fit, but it's not fitting a deer carcass in it. So, I mean, it's just, you know, I don't really know what to do with all that. So it would be nice to have somebody teach me, but he doesn't seem to be willing to teach me, which is unfortunate. But in a survival scenario, which I will never, and I'm going to say this with confidence because I don't think this will ever happen, but fingers crossed, knock on wood, that whole thing. I will never be in that position. Because I've been in a position where I've had basically little to no money, and I was still able to cobble together some funds to get food. It was very little food. I had to make do with what I had, but I was able to do it. So, you know, I haven't exactly been in that survival scenario. And certainly, you know, it hasn't gone to that extreme where it's like, oh, it's the end of the world and I need to learn to shoot stuff. But if it was that scenario, then, well, I'm sure I'd figure it out. I'd have to get used to gutting an animal and consuming it. Just learning that bit. Because it's either that or I die. And I like living, so, you know, I'd figure it out. Like I always seem to figure everything out. But it would be nice to be shown certain trade crafts, certain skills that you learn in your life are always learned by somebody else. My father taught me how to do the basic car maintenance, change a tire, change a spark plug. I mean, when it came to like driver's ed in high school, I was the only one in my class who knew how to change a tire. Everybody else stood around and watched me do it because they didn't know how to do it. Like, how do you know now? How do you not know how to do that? You know, same thing with changing spark plugs. Like, why is that not a common thing that you know? It's just like cooking. Like, how do you not know how to cook? Basic, really basic stuff that everybody should know. And these people just didn't know. I swear to God, if this giant even thinks about attacking me just because I pass by him, it's like, look, dude, you're on the road, all right? You're not at your camp. Good. All right, he's just acting normal then. Good man. So, you know, it's all like all the trade skills that you learn in your life should be taught either by school. I learned in middle school, we did home economics, so I learned how to bake and cook more stuff and sew. I learned how to sew. I learned how to crochet from my mom. Crocheting is a little less necessary, but I learned it. And I learned it by watching her. It wasn't even by like, you know, her teaching me. It was just, I learned it by watching. I learned most of what I know about cooking by watching. I learned more in home ec, as they call it these days. Or home economics. But I learned like more about baking in home economics. I learned more about sewing there as well. So if I ever need to do any of those things, I have the knowledge. And I strongly believe that everybody should learn how to drive stick shift in a car. Okay? Learn how to drive stick, would you? All right, enough of this automatic crap. My car's automatic because I couldn't find one that was manual. But I can drive any car I want because I know how to drive stick shift. And, you know, let's emphasize that. Car. I know how to drive any car. I don't know how to drive a semi-truck. Ooh, burning you in your own home. That sucks. I finally leveled up after how many hours now? Holy crap, we finally did it. That took a while to level. Looks like they were planning an assault. I was going to say, do either of these idiots have any gold whatsoever? Anything useful on them, or are they just all dunderheads? There you go. A little flawless garnet. All right. Wow, I killed her in her own seat. Good job. Also, I don't think I've seen a woman in this game more half naked than her. She's like 3/4 naked. Just gonna give me something now. I'm telling you, going in first person really kind of just like messed with me for a second there. Oh, wait, I already did this one. Yeah, the quest of, right. Either I did that one or I got it already, but I have a feeling I might have done it. I don't know. It's been a long time. I'm not gonna take any ingots. Ooh, that's a good one, yeah. How are these guys getting those crystals? I know I've said it before. I love the music in this game. Jeremy Soul's got to be like one of the best modern game composers. Aranea, please don't step on that. What is that? Is that a poison? Potion of resist cold. It is not a poison. It is actually something very useful to me. Don't. Woman, I swear to God. You'll kill me if you have to. Well, then I guess you're going to have to. Aren't you? How are those sticking to the wall? I got a hag raven working for them. Are the Forsworn just like in tune with hag ravens or something? Is that a thing? Like they just work with the hag ravens? Because like in tune with the earth or something? Let's just get that. Oh. Well, I don't need this. Will that open the door, though? No. It did, however, put me over. Did I read this? No, I didn't. So, what? Drop that. Conjuration. Drop that. Okay. Catalog of weapon enchantments. I guess I'll keep that. Whoa. What the? Whoa. I don't remember what that is. Purchase agreement. Urag's note. Urag. Okay, there we go. Dropped a couple books. Now it's time to figure out where the mechanism is. Damn it. Oh my God, come on. I mean, I've got plenty of lockpicks, so I'm not worried. But I would like to get this open. Oh, come on, dude. There it is. Come on. This the R3 button tends to not respond very well. Coin purse. That's a fat coin purse, but it's only 32 gold. That sucks. Dude, it's like 20 after 1 in the morning. These assholes are out in their freaking cars. ripping down the streets. Are you serious right now? I'm so sick of people like that, man. Who think they can just do whatever they want. Like, dude, you can't just burn down the street or have your loud ass car going. That's one reason I like the winter time, is that people don't do that. For the most part, they don't do that, because while those cars are their precious cars, and I love cars, don't get me wrong. I love cars. But if you're going to be a dick about it, and you're going to be ripping down the street for whatever reason, trying to impress some girl in the passenger seat of your car. Okay. Oh, I see. Then you are a bigger loser than I am. I can't pick that up. I guess I'll just take a dead body then. I mean, I was trying to. There's a carcass right there, but it won't let me, so I guess I'll take one of you. Come here. Okay, that was relatively simple. That's a way out. Another enchanting table. Nope, already read that one. Come on, that was enough to put me over? Are you kidding? Madness ore. Should I carry this? I don't know if I should. To be honest, I'm not even sure if the madness ore is going to mess with me or not. Okay, let's get our stamina going. Now, what do I want to do? I'm trying to think if I want to do magic. Two-handed we still haven't maxed out. I mean, have we? There's that. Backwards power attack. Okay. So this isn't really something that I'm too worried about. I can do pretty much all the damage I want to do. We got heavy armor. Unarmed attacks. Yeah, I don't need to do that. I really need to just, get that maxed out. Oh, no. Stop. 50% less stagger when wearing only heavy armor. There's actually... Firing matching set. Half damage from falling. Heavy armor weighs nothing. It doesn't slow you down. See, this is what I'd like to get to. I would love to get to this, so that way it doesn't weigh anything. Which is great. That would free me up. But again, that involves putting points into something that I don't need right now, like unarmed attacks. But I would like to get my restoration up. There's my alchemy. We still haven't even turned this up yet, so we can make stronger potions. Eating ingredient reveals first two side effects. 50% resistance to all poisons. All negative effects are removed from created potions. And all positive effects are removed from creative potions. I don't know what that means. Oh. And all positive effects are removed from poisons, not potions. I'm like, wait a second. That would be dumb. And then, of course, there's speech. Can invest 500 gold with a shopkeeper to increase his available gold permanently. Oh, to increase their gold. That doesn't mean to keep it, like, infinite. Can barter stolen goods with any merchant you have invested in. Every merchant in the world gains 1,000 gold for bartering. Yeah, there's trees I've never actually explored. I haven't even put anything into lick pocketing, yeah. Lock picking. Lick pocking. All right. Novice locks are much easier. Yeah, I've never even invested points into lock picking, which is crazy. This was early on in the playthrough, if you guys remember, way back when. So archery is like up there. Damn, it's been a long time. Blocking is more effective. Let's see. Restoration is what? Cast novice spells. Restoration dual casting. I'm going to do that. We've got plenty of time. Okay. Because now we're in... Now we're in just play this mode. Or play this game. Do things that we've not done before. Do side missions we've not done before. So on and so forth. Why is it that stuff, like, sometimes dungeons just bring you out onto a cliff? Okay. Ooh, man. Sorry about that. We're going back up to the college, which is where we need to go anyway. It's going to be a trek. Is there anything over here before I have to go? Because I don't want to leave this side of the map. I don't want to leave this side of the map before I know whether or not everything on this side is taken care of. Yeah, I still can't do that. That's still all the way over there. This one's not on this map. That's in Raven Rock. Thieves Guild. Shrine of Talos. Shrine of Talos right there. Nice. See, I knew there's something else over here. So instead of walking all the way across the map and then walking all the way across it again, we're going to go there now. Because eventually we'll get back to the College of Winterhold. Eventually. Because we have a couple quests there anyway. So, it's fine. But I'd rather take care of this while I'm over here. So I don't have to run all the way back. Because let's be honest, that's such a waste of time, isn't it? I'm not being very efficient with my quests. I saw a vein over here, I think. Yeah, there you go. Do I? I don't know, maybe. Now, the reason I do that is because I have less of a chance of getting stuck in that stupid pickaxe animation. That's happened before. It was in the old version of Skyrim, the original version of Skyrim, but I got stuck in the pickaxe animation. That was one of the bigger bugs back in the day. I don't think it's much of a problem now, but I don't want to take that chance. So once I found out that you can actually just swing a pickaxe at a ore vein, I was like, oh, that's better. Don't you touch me. Never should have come here, huh? I want to take that advice. Somehow I boosted my... Wait, I put my... Oh, wait, does stamina... Does increasing my stamina also increase my weight capacity? I didn't know that. Because I was at 365, now I'm at 370. And you guys saw I put my point into restoration. I had no idea that putting points into stamina also upgraded your weight capacity. That's different. That kind of makes me wish I was actually focusing on stamina first instead of my health. But I mean, it doesn't hurt to have, large amounts of health. I'll admit, I do miss shooting the bow in this game, though. That's a fun thing to do. Shooting a bow is fun. Most of you guys know that when it comes to bows, me and bows go way back. Not the company bows, but bow and arrow. If a game's got a bow and arrow in it, I usually like to play it. So that's why Horizon Zero Dawn spoke to me. Still haven't played Forbidden West, though. That's going to come a little bit later. I'll play that. Spider-Man. I mean, they just came out with or did they come out with it? Or they're coming out with a complete edition of Forbidden West, where it includes the expansion and all that. I got it for free through PlayStation Plus, but it doesn't have the expansion. Plus, it's a PlayStation game, and for me, that is like PlayStation games I tend to buy physical copies of. So, specifically first-party Sony PlayStation games. Again, he's wearing the Witchplate armor. Dude, there's no way that weighed enough to... Really? Or spellbinding armor. That's... I know my armors. Shut up. I'll drop the ore. It's not like I'm doing anything with it anyway. Let's be honest. I'm not. Not doing anything with it. So, like, when was the last time I actually turned ore into an ingot? When was the last time I did anything blacksmithing? It'd be nice to wear the dragon armor and stuff like that. Dragon bone armor, I believe, is what I'd want to make. But we've got so much to do, so, and very little time to do it in. I say that as we still have 35 more episodes or something like that to go. So it's another like 35 weeks. It's over half a year. Hey, before you guys know it, it'll be gone like that. And we'll be on to Fallout, which is a game I have not finished. And I'm kind of excited that I've decided to finish it doing this series. getting through the story, understanding it, taking my time. But as was mentioned before, that series will be shorter because, as you can see, yes, we can spend hundreds of hours in this game, 100 episodes, but that's a lot. That's 2 years on one game. 2. Like, I don't mind it. I like playing this game. Don't get me wrong, but good Lord, man. 100 hours or 100 episodes is a lot. At 2 hours a piece, essentially. There were early days where I kind of was experimenting with 2 hours and then an hour. But overall, 2 hours per episode. That's 200 hours. And while that's not the most amount of time that anybody's ever spent in a game, there are people on this game who have spent thousands of hours. That's a lot of time put into one game for me. I think the only other, well, I'm not going to say the only other game. I've got a few games with hundreds of hours in, but those are multiplayer games. Battlefield, Call of Duty. So that's an exception. But single player games, I don't think there's a single one that I've spent 100 hours in. I even played Valhalla, and I only got to 95 hours on that one. All right. We're already at 100 hours. Well over 100 hours with this.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backfire. Give a crippled worker a helping hand. Help. Finally. Now get lost.
Oh, you are so lucky I can't kill you. You are so lucky I can't kill you right now. You absolute little douche. Are you serious? Oh, now we're favorite drinking buddies. Okay. All right. Yeah, eat my balls, dude. Do I have the amulet of Mara? As far as I know, it doesn't work on her, but, you know. This is the chick that I've always wanted to get with. But you need to, like, use command console with her. Because she doesn't... You can't actually make her fall in love with you with the amulet of Mara. Which sucks. I think this is it. Yeah, that's the one I was wearing, I think. It sucks. I mean, look at her. Look at her. Who wouldn't want to, right? Guys. And I'm talking to the fellas. Seriously. Who wouldn't want a woman with legs like that, right? And she looks even better with the character mod that I've got installed. No, I've not been grave robbing. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Like, do I have to sleep? Is that a thing? In order for people to not judge me on, like, smells? I don't have any debuffs or anything. Ah, yes, the Shrine of Talos. Talos guide you.
Sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems. After that attack in the market, I'm running out of time.
Okay.
You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do.
Oh boy, here we go. I'll do. What are you talking about?
You want answers? So do I. It's everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess.
You want me to find out why?
This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Wayland and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me.
I like gold. What do you know about Margaret?
She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn.
Who was Wayland? Where did he live?
He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Wayland, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers.
Who are the Forsworn?
They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people.
You've looked into these murders?
Yes. It all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who wasn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far, and then I got married. I have a child of my own on the way.
Congrats.
I swore I was going to just give up for the child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why.
I like this voice actor. He's good.
Let me know as soon as you find anything.
Will do, Chief. Will do.
You're that one from the college.
Yes, I don't know how you heard about me from the college.
The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Savior of Skyrim.
I mean, you can keep telling your patrons that you have clean rooms, but... Wait, why did it tell me to come in here? Oh, I actually like that song. I don't understand. Why did it tell me to go in there when I can just go in here?
Can I help you?
Wait. Okay, that's why, because I'm supposed to talk to
The
people.
Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want?
Did you know Waylon?
Oh yes, I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now.
I need the key to Waylon's room.
Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here.
It's important. Trust me.
Trust is hard to come by here. But all right,
What are the Warrens?
it's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here.
So only the poor or the sick live here.
That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the divines you can choose to live somewhere else.
Well, yeah, I've got, not to rub it in your face, but I've got 2 houses. Where's Waylon's
You
house?
don't want to be here. No one wants to.
I mean, I need to be here right now, so there it is. Wait, let me read that. Waylon, you've been chosen to strike fear in the heart of the Nords. Go to the market tomorrow. You will know what to do. N. I mean, he's not needed anymore. He doesn't need the gold anymore, so I'm just going to take it.
Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia.
I'm pretty sure ataxia is actually a real thing. Rattles, I'm not sure about, though. Excuse me. Hello.
Digging around where you don't belong.
I'd like to see you try to do something about it.
You learned a lesson.
Uh-huh. Who sent you?
Someone who doesn't like you asking questions. Come on, let's see what you're made of. Keep those hands up. Son of a... 12 stabs are a big one.
Which one's the big one? I'd better be the big one. Dude, this is going to take a long time. He's not doing anything to me.
I'll fix you good.
Just got to corner him so he stops moving. Dude, even the power hits aren't doing much. He's not doing anything to me. Bitch. Talk, or I'll send you to the gods.
I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders.
Nepos, huh?
They don't like us talking to people when we work.
So, you have the same voice.
Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell struggling about.
Well, let's go in here anyway. Gotta find out more info.
The Silverblood Inn has
This is
plenty
an
of strong
ode to
drink and
Skyrim's
clean
truest
booze.
sons and daughters.
This is the Silverblood Inn.
Does a woman named Margaret stay here?
By yourself. Ah, yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. I think she's sitting by the fire. Poor girl. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Mark.
The fire just turned itself off. That's a good song right there.
I'm sorry. I'm still a bit dizzy from everything.
What are you doing in Markarth?
Just visiting. I had some business here. That's all.
FBI. You're hiding something.
Was it that obvious? Damn. Must be losing my touch. I'm one of General Tullius's agents.
I see.
I was sent to investigate the Treasury House and Silverberg Canyon. They own Sidna Mine, one of the toughest jails in Skyrim. I was hoping I could buy or steal the deed, but I don't think that's how things work here.
No.
Mark my words. Thonar Silverblood was behind that attack in the market. Somehow.
Dude, imagine if I let that dude kill her.
Rather not talk. I have to head back to Cyrodiil soon.
Right?
I've seen you snooping around.
Oh boy, here we go.
Questions.
I'm
Back.
Ulfric's right hand.
You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here.
Is this guy really gonna... What happens? I'm curious. Yeah, what happens? I'm curious.
Funny. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
I'm the right hand of Ulfric Stormcloak. You watch your tongue. I can't remember if she was the one, if Margaret was the one who was going to get killed, or if it was Roki. I think it was going to be Roki, wasn't it? I need... Oh, wait, no, I need a Falmer. I was going to say I need Forsworn blood, but no, I need a Falmer's blood.
Excuse me. What's your business here?
I don't know, the door was open. Who are you?
If you must know, I'm the maid. And the master of the house is old and needs his rest.
Really?
So if you don't have any business, leave.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to leave. I'm going to talk to Nepos here.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in.
Yeah,
I'm
I already
sorry
did.
about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me.
Clearly.
Now, what is it you want?
I know about Waylon.
Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. But I'm tired. So tired.
Why?
Because my king told me to. Madanach. When they
I mean,
arrived
Mad
at
is in his
the
name.
Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question.
Why are you telling me all of this?
My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last.
Who's Madanach?
He is the king in rags, a man who once held all the reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick.
You mentioned an uprising.
Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the Elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others.
Well, if you think I'm actually not going to make it out of here alive, you're sorely mistaken, old man.
I'm sorry.
You might be sorry, but not yet. It's too bad, too. This place was kind of nice. Dude, everybody's got a ring, man. I'm so greedy. I just want to sell everything. I'm about to keep it to just... I'm gonna have to keep it to just gold. Didn't have to be like that. But hey, they asked for it. It's not my fault. Well, our job is done here. Let's go, Arnea, before they find out what happened here. Alright, let's see what we got going on in here. Hello, how you doing?
The treasury house is really just for patrons of the Silverblood
What's with the
family.
paint?
You don't belong here.
Oh, really? Well, I say I do. Now what? What are you gonna do?
I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons.
I want to know about the Silverbloods.
It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach.
Nice, she leaned
The
over.
Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim.
Who's in charge here?
You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep.
What kind of patrons do you have?
For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers.
I need to see Thonar.
I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business.
Don't they all say that, though? He's expecting me.
Oh, I'm sorry to keep you. Head right in.
Boom. I can literally talk my way into any woman's dress. I mean, heart.
I have records I need to tend to.
Good. Do that. I'm going to go talk to Thonar. Hello.
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors.
Too bad you're getting one. I'm here about Margaret.
The Imperial agent. That's right, I knew. How many dogs is the Empire going to send after?
That was horribly delivered.
This is my business. My city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it.
I'm with the Stormcloaks.
Get out.
I'm with the Stormcloaks.
By the gods, better.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ow. What the hell, dude? I was trying to attack the... What? Oh well, must have run off. What happened to the girl at the desk? Okay, she's good. She ran away. Good, good, good.
My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside.
This guy's like a pretty bad voice actor, I'm not gonna lie. Will you talk now?
Fine. You want to know what the forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidnaman. He was supposed to keep them under control.
Hey, look how well that went. You made a deal with the Forsworn?
When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but useful. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little Forsworn rebellion from inside Sidnaman. Now he's out of control.
You don't seem very broken up over a woman who was your wife a second ago. The Forsworn have a king? I already knew this, but I'm just going to get the most information I can out of him.
While we were all fighting the elves in the Great War, Madanach was busy ruling over the Reach.
Oh boy, here comes a train. Sidna mine?
My prison, the source of half the silver in Skyrim, the most secure prison in Tamriel. No one escapes. I thought keeping Madanach down there would keep him under control.
Want me to take care of Madanach?
You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault.
My fault?
You and Madanach
Excuse
are
me?
animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Sidnaman for this. Now get out of my house.
Yeah, I didn't do any of this. I should have just said it was his fault. Screw this guy. Well,
I'm just a servant. Don't pay me any mind.
I'll pay you any kind of mind you want, baby. As long as you wear that
Working in the treasury house isn't so
makeup
bad. I earn good money.
or paint, whatever. Guess I'll just sit here. Seeing as how the train's coming, I'm gonna end it right there. All right, sorry. I had to actually like mute my microphone because that dickhead of a train engineer was laying on the horn. A lot more than they usually do. Anyway, I think with that, we've just committed mass murder in another home. I'm going to end it there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining me today I appreciate your time and attention as always. And please join me again in the next episode, where we'll continue our investigation. Not even enough investigation anymore. We're going to go kill this guy in the prison there, Madanach. And I'm pretty sure this dude will come around. If not, then he's an idiot. And I'll probably end up killing him too if he attacks me. Because he said he'd see both of us rot in the prison. But that ain't going to happen. Now is it? I don't think so. But until next time, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Skyrim No Fast Travel Challenge. And I'll see you guys in the next one.